Hey guys, welcome back to the brickitectLIVE late night radio show. Happy to have everyone here. If you guys are watching the stream a little bit earlier today, you realize that I was a little tired, but I got a bit of a nap in, so I'm feeling good. I'm wide awake now, ready to do some streaming, hoping to have some good conversation with you guys. I see a lot of people that I recognize from the I Build Bricks stream, which I want to start off by talking about that. Not specifically the stream, but what I was doing during the stream. I was listening to that while I was watching it, and I noticed that in the very beginning there, or maybe it was the middle, I Build Bricks had the advent calendar pieces from the Star Wars advent calendar for 2017. So I was like, you know what, that'd be really cool to get that. I wonder if I could find it used on eBay and how cheap it would be. So I went on and I saw this listing. It was $15 with free shipping for all of this stuff from the 2017 Star Wars advent calendar. No box, but all of this stuff. And they showed a picture of it all built. And I was like, you know what? That's a really good deal. So I think I'm going to get that. But before I do that, I want to go on to Bricklink just to see what it would be if I were to piece it all together on there from a seller and see what they're selling them for. And I started doing that and looking around. And by the time that I kind of decided that I wanted to do the $15 deal, it was sold. And I should have known that, because when I looked at it originally, it said 8 views per hour or something like that. And someone obviously saw the good deal that I did, and it was scooped up. So I was completely out of luck there. So now I have a choice. If I still want to proceed with this, I've got a couple options. I can buy the stuff that I want from the advent calendar. Mainly I just want the small ships, and I want, like, I don't really, everything with the minifingers and a couple of the extra little ships. Like, I don't really want the Phantom. I can get all of that for $10 plus shipping, which really doesn't seem like a good deal when I could have gotten it all for $15. Or I could get a brand new boxed, unopened for $22 with shipping. So the question is, do I spend $10 to get just the stuff that I want with shipping? And the shipping's not going to be very expensive because they're all very small items. Or do I spend $22 to get the box and, like, maybe some of the stuff that I don't necessarily want and have to pay a higher shipping? I don't know what the shipping's going to be, so that's kind of where I'm stuck at on that. You got a Toys R Us 2017 advent calendar for $9. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. So I don't know what to do. Is it fine if I made a top 10 facts about Brickitect? Yeah, whatever it takes to get views and subscribers. Do what you want, man. Yeah, the minifingers, I personally just want the ships. Like, the main thing I want to do with this, and I'll explain why I technically only want the ships. It's because I have, like, the big Y-Wing, and I thought it'd be cool on display to have the little miniature Y-Wing with it. And I thought I could do the same for Rey's Speeder, and I wanted to do it for the TIE Striker as well. So those are some of the ones I wanted, and I thought I'd get a couple other small ones along with it. But I really should have jumped on that at $15 with free shipping, because now I'm looking at $10 plus shipping just for the several of the ships that I want. So I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll just hold off. Maybe I'll keep looking on eBay. Maybe I can find something like that pop up again. I imagine, if you wait long enough and you look long enough, things like that tend to pop up. But man, $15 for that, I really regret not jumping on it. So there's brickitectLIVE's late night regrets on things I didn't buy that I should have bought. Doesn't look like you guys have many opinions on it, so I guess I'll just move on. What do you guys want to talk about, if anything? What's Lego set 10241? Let me look it up here. Oh, okay. It's ginormous. How many pieces is this? It's 1,500 pieces. That's not even close to being the size of Ninjago, but man, that looks like a really boring build. It's a giant ship, if anybody's wondering what that is. Yeah, I don't think I'd be down with that one. Is there anything else Star Wars that you want to get? No. The only Star Wars set that I want to get right now is the Tatooine Battle Pack. Yeah, I guess everyone has regrets. I regret not buying the Lighthouse. Says Brookpender Underworld. Oh, the stickers on it? Yeah, I would not be interested in that build. That doesn't look interesting, and I don't think I'd want that on my shelf either or anywhere else. Doesn't look fun. No minifingers. Would I get the green Ninja Mech Dragon? Yes, because I did, and it's in a box in my room right now. I guess my biggest regret is not getting the Star Wars AT-AT, or AT-AT as some people say, I think it was either 2011 or 2014. I can't remember what year it came out. I think it was like 2014. I really regret not picking that up. I saw it at Kmart. Could have had it for its retail price, and I didn't get it. I like the new one, but that one I really love because it's from the old movies. Anybody else have any regrets on things they didn't buy when they probably should have? I regret most of my life choices. Okay. It went there. I see a lot of people getting the deals on the newer Walker. I don't know how that's possible. When mine dropped to 109 or 106, wherever I bought it for at Walmart, they had 3 left. So there was no way that was ever going to see $40. That probably went the same day that I was there, honestly. I regret the construction crane because it's now $400. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about Lego. It's like if you think about waiting on stuff, like I've done it a few times. I regret not getting the Hulkbuster that came out in 2015. You know, I tend to wait on stuff, and usually a deal pops up eventually, but sometimes you kind of just move on and you forget about it, or the deal never comes, and then you look a year later and the set's twice the cost that it was when you wanted to buy it. Lego Freak says, I regret some city sets, actually. Do you actually regret buying them or not buying them? Because I've never really regretted buying a set. I've only ever regretted not buying a set. But you have to find a balance there between, like, spending all your money and everything and buying every single thing, or being selective. I try to be selective and get the things that I really want, and I try to find deals when I can. But I have some regrets about not picking stuff up. Another one that I regret not buying is the Ant-Man set that kind of inspired the UCS Brickitect logo. That set I saw on the shelves as well, and that set is now really expensive. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it was somewhat rare or what. That's expensive. I regret not buying the Spider-Man Carnage set because I love Carnage as a minifigure, and I didn't buy that. So there's several things just in the past few years that I've been collecting that I regret not buying. I've also bought sets that I really don't have much interest in just because they're cheap. Like one I'm looking at right now is the Lego City 4x4 with Catamaran. I really don't care about that set. I just bought it because it was, let me see, I think it was like $13. I'm sorry, $10. It was $10. So for me, like, if a set's $10, I'll pretty much buy it. But I don't really care too much about it. I regret not buying Lepin. That's a regret that not a lot of people have, I think. I regret not buying the green Lego cargo train. I think they're coming out with another cargo train this year that is green, I want to say. Yeah, this is an early late show. I don't want this one to go until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I like keeping it somewhat early. So for me, 10:22 is what time it is now, and I think that's the perfect time to start this. Okay, so Alf says, do a search with lot in it. There's a decent auction for what you're looking for. Okay, I will do that. I don't know if you were here at the very beginning, but I ended up missing out during your stream. I hope you don't mind that I was multitasking. I was still listening to what you're saying, but after I saw your little setup there that you had in the beginning with the backdrop, I was like, I would really love to get some of those because I passed on the Star Wars calendar this year, which was a terrible mistake because I got Friends and City, which I love City. The Friends one was garbage. I'm never buying a Friends Advent calendar again in my entire life. But I had an opportunity to pick up I had an opportunity to pick up all the stuff from the 2017 Star Wars calendar for $15. And I went to Bricklink trying to price it out to see where I'd get a better deal, and it was swooped up. So now I'm sitting here with lots of regrets, and that's kind of going to be the topic of this show, at least for the beginning part of this, is what do you guys have regrets on passing on, or do you have any regrets on buying stuff? Is Friends something I regret? I don't regret buying the Friends sets I have. I love the Heart Lake Shopping Mall. I want to get the Heart Lake Hospital. I only have 5 Friends sets from what I can tell, but the Friends Advent Calendar was terrible. I thought Clark would like it because of the accessories and the bigger figures and stuff like that, but all of the builds were all like backdrops, and it just wasn't fun. It wasn't a fun Advent Calendar. Star Wars would have been so much better. I don't know what 31068 is. Yeah, I saw the City Hospital. I actually saw an image of it, and believe it or not, the Friends Hospital is actually better than the City one, surprisingly. Oh yeah, Alf, the Destiny's Bounty set for $80. I wish I would actually give you the money if that was still available. I would give you the money to get that for me, and I would pay for you to ship it to me, because that's an incredible deal on that, and that's a fantastic set for $80. The Modular Modern Home. I actually like that set. You regret buying that? Because I like that set. My local Walmart, there was brickheads for $1. I got 7 different ones, 34 in total. That's fantastic. I bet you should throw some of those up on eBay and stuff, because you can make a killing on that. Wow, $1 brickheads. I've never seen that. I got that Iron Man one for $5, and I thought that was a good deal. If I would have seen $1, it would have been like supermarket sweep in there. I would have just grabbed everything on the shelf. I'm assuming that's probably what you did. Yeah, if you guys, it'd be much easier for me if you didn't just put the set number, because I have no idea what 31068 is. I wish I was that good, but I'm not. All right, Plo Koon, we got your message there. We're good. Thanks. Yeah, my Target has brickheads for $5. That's a good deal. If you can get a brickhead for $5, I kind of feel like that should be the price of them. I think 5 to 7 is pretty fair. I think 10 is a little much for me, especially when Amazon consistently has them for $8 or so. So yes, 7 is probably my limit on brickheads. I don't know if brickheads, maybe it's just they're not selling well, because I tend to see them go down pretty cheap. Maybe just nobody buys them at 10. I regret passing on the race plane, $1 on a Lego town set. Yeah, if here's advice: if you ever see anything Lego for $1, whether it's a poly bag, anything, buy it for $1. No matter if it's anything greater than a 10-piece set, buy it for $1. I don't care if you hate it, whatever. You all you have to do is open it up and put the pieces in your collection. It's worth $1. Yeah, the one brickhead that I want, I get asked this a lot, like what's the next brickhead I want? I love the Valentine's Day bee. That's probably gonna be my next one that I get. I see some people complaining about brickheads for the simple fact that they're like a rip-off of those Funko Pops, which I don't really collect. I don't see the appeal of them, but I can see why people collect them. And I think people just tend to like those better than the brickheads. Matt says, I found the brickhead or the minifigure Batman series 2 for $3, which is again incredible. That's where you just buy everything they have in the store. I regret passing on the Hobbit Unexpected Gathering set. From what I understand, that sells for some good money these days. There's no limit to the art for the contest. You can make it as big or as small as you want. Yeah, I might get the Easter Bunny brickhead. I'm not as excited about that one as the Valentine's Day bee, but I thought I'd pick them both up at the same time. They're $20, but I still need a couple extra things, or at least $15 worth of something to order on Lego's website, because you have to pay shipping unless you get to $35. What about the make your own brickhead? Yes, I saw that the other day. I'm glad you brought that up. That was from Iron Man. Never mind. That looks really awesome. I'm totally excited about that. If you guys haven't looked that up, take a look at it. It's really cool. I don't have the Jack Sparrow brickhead. The only brickhead I have is Iron Man, me, Clark, and me. That's a deal on Ninjago City, $250 for that. I've never seen it less than $300, so that's worth a buy. Yeah, I did buy a Jago set, Jinblade. You just haven't seen it yet. You will see it soon. I'm still waiting on one more piece before I can show the haul that I got. Yeah, I'm not totally stoked on brickheads. Like, there's no other ones I would want to get. I think in like maybe Batman I would probably get, because Clark would really enjoy that one. But I do like the build your own brickhead, and I want the Valentine's Day bee and maybe the Easter Bunny as well. What I'd be more interested in, and I wish they would do this for $10 a piece, if they could start making, you guys know where they make the bigger minifigures, like in the Wonder Woman one, where it's like the Ares from that, and what's the Ant-Man, the Giant Man. I would rather buy those. I like the big looking minifigures versus brickheads. So if they started making those at $10 a piece, no matter what they are, I would buy pretty much every one that they sell, because I just think they're fantastic. Yeah, you almost got your account name mentioned. Almost. It was close. What Batman series minifigures are you missing? I don't know. You'd have to look at the wall. I have a bunch of them. I don't even know if I have them all where they're supposed to be, because some of the villains I may not have with the Batman section. So I don't totally know. Yeah, Miniland figures. I didn't even know what a Miniland figure was until Alf told me what it was, and I started looking at them, and they're really cool. And if you guys didn't see the I Build Bricks live stream, he actually made me and Clark as Miniland figures, which he said he's going to be sending to us, which will become a permanent part of the studio here. And I'm really stoked about that. They look pretty cool. And I do have those tan jumpers, Alf. I don't know if you saw it in the chat there, but I do have those in the collection here. I know that because I organized it the other day. So I'm really stoked about that. Do I like micro scale builds? I do. I do like micro scale. I've done some mocks with micro scale in the past, which I showed, I think, in the stream that we did last night. And that's kind of why I like the advent calendar stuff, like the Star Wars ones that I want to get. You know, Alf just kind of reminded me of how much I wanted those, and I have a lot of stuff sitting on my desk, so I like to take the big models and kind of combine them with the small ones, just to make for a cool display. Oh, so Lego for Life says, I found a great deal. This could be helpful for anyone, even if you're listening to this like maybe even tomorrow. I found a great deal with Groupon, and it's the Lego Minecraft mine for $120, originally $222. That's fantastic. Here's something I want to talk about. Madster Builder says you should build Clark a Thomas mock. Two different people today. Sorry, I just dropped a Lego piece. I'm playing with Garmadon, the nighttime one. Two different people today referred me to a video where the guy made a mock of Thomas out of Lego pieces, and it was really cool. I'd have to go to Bricklink to get some of this stuff, and to make the face on the front, he had to kind of like glue it on. But it was kind of interesting that two people referred me to the same video, so that would be kind of fun for us to do, and I think Clark would be really excited about it. As I drop this piece again. You're getting lobster loving Batman, but missing the lobster. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have many Minecraft sets. Yeah, I dropped a piece, so it's officially Brickitect. I'm just kind of playing around with this in my hands as I talk here. Sorry for that. I don't have any. I have two Minecraft sets. So I wouldn't say I'm a huge collector. The one that I kind of want to get, and you guys, this is perfect for me. Did you guys see the one that's like the chicken nest or the chicken coop? It's like a giant chicken, and there's eggs and stuff with it. I don't like monster fighters. I don't have any monster fighters. Oh, the creepy Thomas YouTuber. I don't know. I'd have to do some serious searching. Let me see if I can find him really quickly here. I don't even know if what's the probability of me seeing him here. I'm ignoring the chat for just a second here. I'll see if I can find this guy. And if he doesn't have his face in the background, I won't be able to find the video. Oh, I don't even know if I should bother looking. I think I found it. Let me take a look. Nope, that's not it. I don't know. I'll have to look it up, guys. I'll figure out what this guy's name is, and we'll track him down here. Yeah, the chicken coop one. That to me, just I have some chickens myself, and I just thought it would be funny to get that. Do I like architecture? You mean like the Lego architecture? I do. Yeah, I have the New York City skyline. I don't have any other ones than that though. I hate Chima, Technic, and Nexo Knights. I like Technic. I think Technic's a really great theme. It might actually be my number 4 theme. Oh, TJ Maxx is a great place. If you guys have any TJ Maxx's around you, it's pretty hit or miss when it comes to Lego stuff, them actually having it, but sometimes you can get some scores there. I like, Alf, you'll have to remind me, what's that place that you go to? The bargain place that you go. And then I know Brickstar always goes to this place called Bargain Hunt, and I was watching his video, and he was getting like, he got I think it's a $10 city like monster truck for like $1.50 or something like that. I'm taking this hat off. I keep messing with this hat. Yeah, Dirt Cheap and Bargain Hunt. I would kill to have those places around me. I would go in there. I mean, you could probably take a $20 bill in there and walk out with like at least $100 worth of Lego sets, if not more. That would be so awesome to have something like that. Instead, like, I'm stuck on Amazon where you're not getting incredible deals. I know that some of the stuff's kind of damaged in some cases or whatever, but if you hunt around in there enough, I bet you can really hunt some bargains. Okay, it's owned by the same company. Well, they need to come out my way and start putting some stores in, because I would love to go there. It'd be like a treasure hunt going there. It'd be so cool to kind of just go in and look around and see what you can find. I imagine that's probably what you like about it. See you, Easies boys. Thanks for showing up the stream. Does anyone else have any of those places around them where you can go in there and find some epic scores? Because if you do, you should definitely make videos on that. I find those kind of videos very interesting when you can get 85% off of a set. It's just incredible. That's like yard sale prices on those things. I've heard of Value Village too. Yes, Keep on Legoing brings up Value Village. I've heard of that, and I found people getting deals there too. I think a lot of it was for like video games and stuff too. Goodwill is a good place to shop. Around here though, like, we live in a pretty rural area, so like thrift stores and Goodwill are a really tough place to find anything decent. It's just really, I wouldn't even say hit or miss. It's just miss for me mostly. One thing I used to do when I was in college, there was a Goodwill not too far, and I would go there, and they used to have things like Sega Genesis games, which I thought was really cool, especially when this was like, at least 10 years after the Sega Genesis was pretty much done for. I used to go in there and look for like school books too, like textbooks, and I remember buying books for like $1 or $2, and if you put those on eBay, people buy them for like $75, $100. It really depends. Like, you can really make some money on textbooks. Another thing I need to sell that I got at a yard sale is do you guys ever see those graphing calculators like TI 89 or 87 or whatever? I got one of those for $2, and I see it's going for like 50 on eBay. So I was thinking about selling that so I can put some money in my PayPal account there and just have fun with that, buying different stuff on eBay Lego wise. Have I ever been to, you can change, hey, don't worry about changing the subject. Have I ever been to a Sheetz? Yeah, we have Sheetz all over. And that may be where I end up getting some of my snacks for the Snackitect show, because they have some really interesting stuff occasionally. We have a message here that says JCPenney's had clearance for 50% off, and got a $25 Star Wars set That was originally $50. I didn't even know they had Lego sets at JCPenney. I haven't been to Royal Farms. I'm not sure what that is. How big is my cookie army? My cookie army is 2 cookies right now. We're accepting new applications into the cookie army. If anybody wants to send a cookie to us, I'd like to grow the cookie army exponentially. I'd say at this point we have a cookie army and we have a D2 army. Our D2 army is, we have 3 D2s. One of these days the cookie army will take over the earth. Oh, I Build Brick says, I sell stuff on eBay people in my apartment complex throw away. That's pretty cool. Do some dumpster diving, find some cool stuff in there. One man's junks is another man's treasure, as they say. Do I make stop motion films? I don't do stop motion. And I Build with Bricks can attest to this. It's a lot of work to make those, and it's just, I don't know. So much goes into it, and I really respect the people that do it, but I don't want to put the time into that, honestly. When will you make the video for the 5 best art contest? That is going to be on March 16th, I believe. It's in the video that I made about it. Yeah, maybe I could do a stop motion on the D2s versus the Cookie Army. Who would win? For Snack Tech, you may have a hard time getting food internationally. That's fine. I'll just get different stuff around here. I could get stuff that is that's new. Like, I thought international food would be fun because it would be a lot of really crazy stuff that we have never tried or have around here. But maybe I'll just try like new things that come out all the time. I'll keep my ear to the ground on any new snacks or sodas or drinks or whatever that are coming out. In our first week for the art contest, which basically was, I think I announced it on Thursday or Friday of the 1 week, and I picked up the mail for the last time on Thursday night of this week, we've gotten 10 submissions so far. I would think this week we're probably going to get more than that, and I would think the following week we'll probably even get more than the second week because the deadline will be coming. I think it sometimes takes some time to get these things all printed out, or not printed, but drawn up and mailed. So like the people that we got this week, they must have done it over the weekend and then sent it on like Monday or Tuesday. There's a monthly subscription box called Try Treats as snacks from different places around the world. See, that could be cool. I think I'm out of the deadline. I was going to do the booster bricks thing, but I think the deadline's now passed for that. So what I've decided to do instead is the booster bricks was going to be like $32 a month. And with that subscription, you get kind of like a couple of different things, like different builds and challenges and things. And I thought, instead of doing that, where you're only getting a limited number of pieces and you're doing a lot of extra little flair type things, why don't I commit $30 a month to trying to win some type of lot either on eBay or the Goodwill auction site to try to get like a brick lot and have it sent to the house? Because I feel like we could really increase our collection that way. Because there's always like you ever build something and you're like, man, I really need that piece. I'm finding that out now that I'm doing more stuff. And I thought instead of doing a pack like that, I could do something that's completely unique where no one else is doing it. In terms of, there's probably other people doing booster bricks, but no one that's just like, no one is getting the same lot that you are. And I think it'll be fun to kind of do like a mystery lot haul. Am I excited to finish Ninjago City? No, not really. I'm not excited to finish it because I'm really enjoying building it. I love the set. I've had a hard time every time I've done it live streaming, and it's mostly because I spend so much time in the chat. But that's kind of what I'm there for. The build's secondary to me to the chat. So I really don't want to finish Ninjago City because then it's like it's going to be done and that'll be it. But I love the way it's turning out. I love the second level even more than the first level. The comic shop and the restaurant I think are just fantastic. Man, I need that pieces every day for me. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm doing the downtown diner after Ninjago City. That's gonna be my next thing. I was considering Assembly Square, but I just really want to get the diner. I'm looking forward to it. Clark's gonna love that car, the Cadillac, or the pink car. I'm assuming it's a Cadillac. Maybe I should, but that whole Booster Bricks thing and doing like the monthly just random lot haul, maybe I'll make it like $20 plus shipping, whatever. And we'll see what I can score for $20 on eBay one time a month, and we'll just do like a monthly haul video on that. And then I can integrate that into my collection. I haven't seen any trailers. I don't really watch movies. I watch YouTube and I stream on YouTube. That's pretty much my life. So we can talk about anything YouTube related or Lego related or, you know, whatever. We can talk about it. Movie talk is kind of just, I'm not into it. Why can 3-year-olds be such brats? I'm not sure. Mine's not. Yeah, the Brickitect mail mystery box. I like that. HK Brick says, I'm planning on getting the Parisian restaurant this summer. That, you know, that was one, like, for a long time, that was my favorite modular, and I thought, you know, that's the one I would get. But after seeing the diner, I kind of like the diner more. They're both very similar, I think, you know, in terms of having, like, the restaurant at the bottom, and then I think the Parisian restaurant has a art studio a little bit higher. But, yeah, they're both pretty close on my list. I dig bricks at Brickyard Junction, which is a fantastic name, I must say. It says, I'm planning on getting the Disney Castle this month. That's one that I'd like to do as a family build. It's a little expensive, and by little I mean it's really expensive. But I think for me, Mrs. Brickitect and Clarkitect, if we were to build that together, I think that would be a really fantastic time. So that's something I'm considering. I don't know where I would keep it once it's built, because I already have Ninjago City, and you can imagine how much space that's going to take. And then I'm going to have the downtown diner, and you can imagine how much space that's going to take. I'm going to have to get some new shelves, guys. Gordon says, did you hear that the amusement park in Pittsburgh is building a Thomas the Train attraction to open this summer? Yeah, we were actually talking about that in the chat last night, I believe. And that's fantastic for us because Clark would absolutely love that. Oh, the Parisian restaurant's going to retire soon. Does anyone know how much the Parisian restaurant is? Because maybe I should jump on that before it's gone and have that become one of my regrets in 2 years from now in one of these videos. I'll be like, you know what I really regret not buying back in 2018 was the Parisian restaurant before they retired it. I already regret, that's another regret that I have. I regret not buying that Ferrari F40 creator set that I'm trying to make a junk build out of, which I still have to get through the inventory on that. Buying that for $99 would have been, I think, a pretty good score. I don't think it's 200. I think it's less than that, isn't it? I think it's one something for the Parisian restaurant. Can I make a house tour? Just go to subscribe to Greg's World and watch enough videos and you'll get a house tour. I've got 1,000 videos up. Probably 200 or more of them are at this house. So I think you'll get a good tour there. Yeah, I thought it was 150 to 160. Okay, so that's 150. That's not bad. Yeah, Train Attacked. That is sort of what Greg's World's become because Clark's so into it. I think we're going to eventually do trains. Again, that's another space taker. I need what I need is a lot more square footage in my studio down here. I need to put an addition onto our house just to house my Lego stuff and train stuff. I'll be like Bricksar, the future Bricksar. Yeah, I've heard rumors about different Lego lands and coming in around here. I'm really excited about that if that actually happens. I would have enough room down here, like I would have enough room for my studio, but I have like I don't know, you guys have probably seen it. I have a couch and TV set up down here, and that takes up a significant amount of space. If I were to remove that, I could easily set up a lot more shelves and have like a huge table. So maybe that will be the future if it comes down to it. I'm just gonna have to move the couch somewhere else. In fact, it might actually be where we film right now. Might be the best place for the couch. If you guys watched the video that I linked up earlier today, where I built the Technic snowmobile from 2015, that was before we had the couch and stuff down here, and that was probably what the future of the studio may be so I can maximize the space that I have here. Because right now I'm kind of just tucked into a corner. I have a place for my sets along the wall, and I have another desk where I edit my videos. But the most of this is kind of like a family room, living room down here, and we have like a workout area that has some fitness equipment in it. But if I were to kind of get rid of the couch or slide the couch into a small space, then I could use the bigger overall space for my Lego stuff, and that would probably be the most efficient thing to have my Lego city that I want to make. When I build with Mock, should I use just Lego or other companies with Lego like Mega Bloks and Kobe Bricks? I prefer to keep all my stuff separate. I'm kind of a purist when it comes to that. I don't like any other companies infiltrating my Lego stuff. When do I think Clark will not like Lego anymore? I'm not really sure. It's hard to say. I can't really predict the future of what's going to come up there. You never know. I was watching a movie today and the guy's name was Clark Gregg. That's different. Will I ever get Big Ben? No, I don't have any interest in Big Ben. And again, this week I'm gonna maybe even tomorrow. I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow for a video. I think I'm gonna make the video where I tell you guys which sets I want to get from 2018, because I always get asked like what sets do I want to get, and that'll pretty much answer that. There's only like I think one more set that I want to get from 2017, which I believe is the Heart Lake Hospital. Because I looked at the city hospital that's coming out this year, and I'm just not a huge fan of it at all. If you compare the Heart Lake one and the city one, the Heart Lake one is actually a better set. You and blank tie for the Bob Ross of the Lego community. I definitely think the other person you're referring to is definitely a much better Bob Ross than I am. Oh, Lego Lady's here. Says, I was just working on my 15K contest entry and just got the notification. Welcome. Thank you again for another package this week. We do appreciate that. We're actually going to do a live stream where we do all of the blind bags in one shot, and Clark Mann's going to have a chance to name them and get all excited for them. I don't watch FK films. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm always excited to find new Lego people. Because I've said this before, YouTube does a very poor job of helping you find new stuff to watch. It seems when I go on YouTube, like the recommendations are always like the same thing every single time. And I want to find, like, if I didn't watch it the first 40 times that you showed me a certain video or creator, maybe show me something else. Come on, YouTube. So I'm always trying to meet new people and find new people, and a lot of times it's through mail time. That's how I found out about Lego Lady 21. And among other people, a lot of times it's just in comment section, a lot of times it's in chats. So it's this, like, you guys have a great opportunity here, like just amongst yourselves, to find people to subscribe to if you're looking for new people. What I used to do before any of this is I used to just go in and, like, I used to watch Brickzar videos, and I would look for people that it looked like they made Lego videos, like they had Lego in their name or Brick in their name. I'd click on it and see if they made videos and if they were ones I like. But that should technically be that should be YouTube's job to help you find these things instead of you having to search out for them. So yeah, if you guys, I see Dragon Bricks Productions says they subscribe to Lego Lady. So if anyone else is here and they want to see a person that does really cool Lego hauls and finds deals, which I can definitely appreciate, check out Lego Lady 21. You won't regret it. I don't think I've seen a video in a little while, though, from Lego Lady. Maybe busy. Am I going to get any Infinity War sets? I get asked that. That's probably a question that I get asked at least once a day. And I'm not getting any sets, and I'm not going to see the movie. Another question I get at least once a day: what do I think of Speed Champions? I enjoy Speed Champions, and I want to get the Porsche set that's out right now. That's $30. That has the neon green Porsche and the white Porsche. Today I built my vacation getaways set as the boat instead of the RV. Yeah, the boat's pretty cool. I think I'm trying to figure out which is obviously the RV is the favorite among everyone. I'm trying to decide if I like the house or the boat better. I think I like the boat better. I enjoyed all of them though. They were pretty cool. Is it hard to upload videos because I've never made a YouTube channel? No, it's not. All you have to do is create a YouTube account. And if you're doing it from your phone, which is probably what you're going to want to do, I think you can go right to the YouTube app and just click on the little camera icon at the top and just click record. Or if you do a live stream, it's even easier than that. And just start making videos. Do I like the show The Office? I do. We watched the entire series of The Office back, I think it must have been 2010, because I remember we were living in our apartment then. And we didn't have cable, we just had Netflix, and we watched the entire series up to the point where we got current on it. But I stopped liking The Office once, like the last couple seasons. In fact, like the very last season, I couldn't even really pay attention to it because it got so bad. After Steve Carell left, I really lost interest in it. But I love Dwight Schrute. I think he's hilarious. And Jim and Pam, they're so funny. And of course, Michael is hilarious. Yeah, the vacation getaways, that's my favorite set if anyone's curious. It's the RV is just fantastic. But what I love about the set isn't just the RV. I like the fact that it's the best all-around set you can get because it's got the RV, which is really cool. It's a vehicle. And then you can build like a little bungalow house. So you got your house. And then you can build a boat as well. So it has something for everyone's taste. It's not just a house. It's not just a car. It's not just a boat. It's all of those things in one. And a fantastic set that I finally got after, like it was my favorite set before I even owned it. But I finally got it on sale. I think it was through Walmart or Amazon, probably Amazon. And I don't regret buying it whatsoever. I can't build the corner deli because I don't own that set. It's one that I looked at for a while, and I just don't think it's amazing. Oh, here's a question that comes up sometimes in late night streams after I start getting really hungry really late. What's my top fast food place? It's probably like it used to be McDonald's, but then I kind of realized that McDonald's food isn't fantastic. So, like I would say the best overall food for a fast food place is probably Arby's, which I don't think everyone has an Arby's, but they do like roast beef sandwiches and ham sandwiches, and they have curly fries that are like really seasoned curly fries, so they're really good. Do I recommend any subscription boxes that are mainly Lego? We talked about that a little bit. I almost did Booster Bricks after watching Brickstar's video on it, but then I looked at the price and it was like $25 a month plus $7 shipping each month. And the piece count, as much as the piece count isn't there. It is a nice service though, like if you want to do something fun, because I think they have challenges there where you can join their community and post things to Facebook and do all these things. But what I've committed to is instead of doing that where I'm spending $32 a month just to get some random pieces and then maybe do challenges, I think what I'm going to do is try to buy a lot on eBay or like a Goodwill auction site and drop $20 on that once a month and then have it shipped to the house here, and then we just do a video where I dump it all out and we see what we get in there, and hopefully there's a lot of cool and interesting things. I think that'd be fun. Where's Clark, man? If you had to guess, let me just give you the time where I'm at. I guess that'll put it in perspective. It's 10:57 p.m. Clark's 3 years old. If you had one guess, where would you think that Clark is? Yeah, I'm going to get the monster truck that's coming out this year. Again, you'll be seeing a video this week on what sets I want from 2018. At Target, for $10 is Lego set for $1 for $89. The store price was $20, and they had on clearance for $10. That's incredible. The one thing that's not happening, Reese, is that Clark isn't sitting quietly right next to me. Has Clark ever sat quietly anywhere? I don't think that's ever happened. Maybe when he's watching TV. That's as quiet as he gets. If he's watching Thomas, there's not a peep out of him. He's certainly not parasailing to the Bahamas either, or in the Bahamas. Yeah, he's never been quiet. Like if Clark is, you hear Clark before you see him. That's how loud he is. Will I ever get another Creo set? No. One was enough for me to determine that they're garbage. The one company's sets that I do want to try is Lepin. There's one Lepin set that I really want to get. I don't believe it's a Lego set. Like it's not a copy of a Lego set, but they probably stole it from somewhere. But it's like an RC car, and it's like less than $40. Has power functions to it, and I want to try it out. I'll probably get crapped on from pretty much everybody in the Lego community for buying a Lepin set, and the dislikes will go through the roof, and people will be up in arms about it. But I really don't care. Did I close in the chickens tonight? Yes. Last night I closed them in at 1 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning when the stream ended. They were still okay. I took a flashlight out, looked in there. They're all in there. No attacks from anything, which is good. When Clark, here's a good question that's coming up probably in the next couple months. When Clark is older, what will you do with his old Duplo? I've debated that. I don't know whether to keep it or not. I don't think we're going to get rid of it. Like I thought about selling it at a yard sale because he has no interest in it. But you never know the future. Like maybe we could do something with it. Maybe, his kids will want it. I really can't justify throwing away any kind of Lego stuff at all. Yeah, if Lepin had only original sets, they wouldn't be hated so much. And that's my recommendation for Lepin, as much as I'm sure they're listening in right now for my valuable opinion. If they just did something like Mega Bloks does, where they make their own stuff, obviously they have the production facilities to make these things. Instead of just stealing ideas, if they just kind of came up with their own thing, like it could be called Lepin, and it could be, here's our airplane, here's our building, here's our car, whatever it is. If they just kind of spend a little bit of extra money coming up with their own stuff, maybe they can compete with Lego, because obviously they can make the bricks as good. You just kind of have to maybe do your own thing. But if you're in China and there's no rules or laws against it and you're making money, I guess why not, right? And if I can get an RC car with power functions that would probably be over $100 from Lego for $47 shipped to my house from China, it seems like a pretty good deal to me. I'll be ready for the hate train to roll on me during the Lepin video, though. If you guys want to see any Chinese sets, I do have 2 Chinese sets that I've done. I built a gun and I built a bicycle that are both, they weren't Lepin, but they're like Chinese knockoffs. Boot Lego, as I called it. You guys can check that out. We'll see you, Jinblade. Thank you for attending. I'm glad you're going to bed at a reasonable time. Yeah, the Duplo tower was pretty epic, especially when it fell on Roxy. What happened to the deal of the day? There haven't really been any deals lately. Usually, like right now, we're just starting into this year's Lego deal or Lego sets, so it takes a while for them to start dropping below the 20% that they typically go. So Lego deals are mostly in the second half of the year, mostly like in the fall, like late summer, fall, and winter is when all the Lego deals happen. So this time of year just isn't very good for that. All the sets from last year have already been heavily discounted and they're pretty much sold. I don't think Lepin's ever going to overtake Lego. Lego may overtake Lepin through lawsuits, but when you're dealing with Chinese companies, it's unlikely. They're just going to probably continue doing what they do. What's going on in your city? Because I'm starting Lego City this summer. You'll find out soon about my city. My city's not a traditional city, so it's a little bit different. Yard sales start like the very last weekend of April, beginning of May, all the way up until all summer basically. So spring and summer, I'm going to be yard sailing every Friday and Saturday morning most likely. So I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do for videos those days. I'll obviously show my hauls if I get them, but if I don't, I have to have some type of backup. And those typically are mail time days, so what I might do is film mail time ahead of time, have them ready to go that day. That way I can be yard sailing in the morning and don't have to worry about making a video. But I'm hoping I can find some really epic yard sale scores. Those tend to be the people's favorite videos that I do on this channel are flea market and yard sale finds, which is, I think, because it's something unique. And it's kind of the reason that I don't do the traditional reviews that you see on 90% of Lego channels where it's like, hey, I'm going to make a review of this set and I'm going to tell you every single thing that there is about it using a white background and my hands. I don't have any interest in that. I don't want to be the 75,000th person to make that video. I want to be like, hey, look at this awesome thing that I found for $5 at a yard sale today. I think I'm going to block the word Infinity War on here, at least for a while. I get asked multiple times for a stream. In fact, we've already had this question. Am I going to see Infinity War? Am I going to buy the Infinity War sets? What's my favorite set? I'm not seeing the movie. I'm not buying any sets from it. I'm kind of over the whole superhero thing. So I'm not doing anything with it. I find the best way to kind of clean up the chat and avoid questions that you don't want to talk about because you get asked them so much is just to block it. As much as it really doesn't need blocked, it just becomes, no, it's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. It just becomes like kind of something that kind of takes away from the other things that we could be talking about. Please do the same with Fortnite. Yeah, for some reason Fortnite comes up in almost every one of my chats as well. I've never played it. I've never talked about it. I've never endorsed it. I've never had anything to do with Fortnite yet. Almost every chat that I do, something comes up about Fortnite. So after I end this stream, I'm going to block 2 words or 3 words. I'm going to block Infinity War and the word Fortnite. Eventually I'm just going to block every word and my chat will just be blank. Yeah, I use, well, you're right about one part of this. AliExpress is a knockoff Lego website. It's really cheap and cheaply made, and it takes months to arrive. You're right about AliExpress is a knockoff Lego site. What you're not right about is that it takes months to arrive. It takes about 2 to 3 weeks because I've actually bought stuff from there, and the products really weren't that bad quality. I had a couple issues with the gun. There was 2 pieces that really didn't sit properly, but the bike that I bought was almost like a Technic bike, and I had no problems with that. So AliExpress, if you are looking to buy knockoff Lego stuff, is the best place you can go. Variety Video says, I think your channel is different and exciting, and that's why I enjoy most about it. I also love seeing you, Clark and Rox. Yeah, I think it's a very different thing when you focus less on showing a set and more on showing your experience. And that's my goal with these channels, and I make that very clear every day. This is our journey and our experience. Again, I don't want to be that person that reviews a set. I want to be like, hey, this is the set we're doing. This is what we're doing with it. We're having fun with it. We like it. We don't like it. It's smashed. We'll see you tomorrow. Are there any Lego series you wish would be available in the next few years that hasn't been a series in the past? No. I wish they bring back stuff from the past, but I don't really want any new series. I'm happy with Lego Creator, Lego Classic, and Lego City. If they dropped every other theme than those 3, my Lego collecting would still probably be at like 90% of what it is now. You should get the hot dog cart poly bag. I want to get that. I'm hoping they have it at Walmart if we end up going there. That's probably my best bet. I'm pretty much giving up on Target for my poly bags. It used to be my go-to poly bag place was Target, and they never update their stuff. Like it's still like a year old. Like they still have the Batwing poly bag there. They have that's where I got Zane's Ice Mech. They still had that there, and it's like, come on, you need to update it. Whereas Walmart, the last time I went there, I got those 3 poly bags I did the video on. Of course, they didn't have the hot dog cart, and they didn't have the new Ninjago. Whatever that is, the little cart or whatever. So I'd like to get those 2 poly bags. I love Lego poly bags. So we're going to have to make a trip to Walmart, I think. I can't really think of anything else I need, and our Walmart's probably like almost a 30-minute drive for us, but it might be worth it to get a couple poly bags. Really loud vehicle just went by. They should make a $120 museum from creator. They need to make it super detailed. That would be cool. Oh, we don't have any dislikes? Where's the hater? They must not be up this late. I'm sure they'll be around though. They have to slither out from under their bridge with their slime and come over to their computer and click the button and then go slithering back. What Lego movie would I like to see in the future that you would watch? I would watch any Lego movie. I love the art of them, and they've all been good so far. I think the best one was the original. I think Batman was the next best, and Ninjago movie was after that. Oh, now we got 2 dislikes. Yeah, it's whenever you mention like or dislike, that's when people decide that they're gonna do something. I guess probably because they like the attention or they want some type of reaction. Here's my reaction. There you go. Yeah, they probably do live in their parents' basement, but that's actually probably better accommodations than they actually have. I like to think of them as being these just ogres that they do live under the bridge, and their only goal in life is to share their misery with the rest of the world. So the one little way they can do that is by clicking the thumb down button. Usually they're not vocal at all because they don't really share their opinion or express anything. They just kind of like silently lurk in the background is what they do. The City Monster Truck is 15 on Amazon now. Yeah, pretty much everything on Amazon. Like if you look at the MSRP, like if it's a $20 set, it's 16 on Amazon. Everything on Amazon is usually 20% off. So I consider 20% off of, like if you go to the Legos website and you plan to buy there, I consider 20% off of that to be the retail price because I would never pay full price for Lego unless I absolutely have to. So 20% off to me is the base price. And then if I can go anything below the 20%, like if you can go to 30% off or 25 or beyond that, I consider that a deal. So for me, a $20 set, the most I would ever consider paying for it is 16, but ideally I would get that for 12 or 13. And that's typically what I do. Like the pizza van, I got that way. The orange motorcycle you guys are always looking at, that one is that case. I mean, everything that I buy is on sale. What if they made a Lego movie and contacted you to come join the movie featuring you and Clark? That would be a dream come true. That would be the coolest thing that's ever happened to us. Probability of that happening, the as cool as it is, the probability happening is probably just equal to that. So it'd be absolutely amazing and absolutely improbable. We are eventually going to do a Lego gaming channel. I might do it sooner rather than later. I've had a lot of people request that. A lot of people want to see us do gaming, and I think that'd be kind of fun to do on this channel. It's a live channel, so I mean, I could stream on here, do video game stuff. Maybe some people wouldn't like that. I find no matter what you do online, the only way you can really make people happy is if you do the same exact thing all the time. Anytime you kind of do something a little bit different, like you guys know I do these late night radio shows. The second I did a hangout with other people, I had at least one person that was up in arms about it because they didn't like the format. And I imagine when I start Snack Attack, where I do my little snack thing, I'm sure people are going to be up in arms about that because, well, at least 1 or 2 people will be because it's not Lego related. And I'm sure if I did a gaming thing, at least 1 or 2 people would be upset about that. And I think Brickstar said it the best when he actually defended me in one of those comments. He said, some people think that you only make content just to please them, and that's not the case. I try to do something new and different all the time, and you're going to make some people happy, you're going to make some people angry, but 98% of people are just going to be cool with whatever you do. But yeah, Snack Attack is coming this week. I'm gonna pick up some snacks. It might not be the most exotic food, but hopefully we can find some stuff. Maybe I can get Clark Man in on it. Obviously, I'm not gonna let him try any like sugary drinks. We don't let him do that. But I'll try some sodas and stuff. Hopefully I can find some Diet Mango Coke. Yeah, if they don't like it, leave. My recommendation to people is if you don't like a particular type of video or style of video or whatever, and I felt this way in Brickitect before I even made Brickitect Live, just skip it. You know, if you like the daily vlogs, you don't like the live streams, the easiest thing you could ever do in the world is not click on a video. In fact, you probably do it thousands of times, you know, during your YouTube surfing session. You don't click on a video. It's not like you're compelled to watch everything, but I can understand how it could be annoying if you have notifications turned on, and if someone's doing 2-3 videos a day, that could get kind of bothersome. But I made this channel just so I didn't have to deal with that kind of stuff on the main channel. So this channel to me is for like the true Brickitect people that really want to be involved in stuff. Can we mail stuff for future Snackitect episodes? Absolutely, I would love that. If you find anything in your area that's like really unique or crazy, or if it's like spicy or like really like sour or whatever it is, just something that you think would be entertaining for Snackitect, mail it to our P.O. box, and I'd love to try it on there and just have a lot of fun with it. The only issue with Snackitect that I can foresee is, do you really want to watch a guy that's like eating food while trying to talk? I don't know, but we're going to make it work, I think. But yeah, I've had a huge response on Snackitect. It seemed like people would really like to watch it. So even if we just do it as one episode a week or something on the live stream, I think that would be totally fun. I don't know what an Idaho Spud Bar is, but I would certainly try it for Snackitect. You're a true Brickitector. Yeah, I've pretty much confirmed that the Brickitect army, the Brickitect gang, the Brickitect clan, whatever it is, I think it's just gonna be Brickitectors. I kind of like it. Only eat food that is sealed if you get in fan mail. That's something that I actually thought about this week. When we gave Roxy the treats, and a couple people have sent treats for Roxy that are in Ziploc bags, and I understand it's probably kids that, they have a dog and they grab some stuff and put it in a bag and send it with it. It could be kind of dangerous doing that, because I'm assuming that 99.9% of people are very innocent in these things, and they really do they're cool about it. But what if you get that one person that like sends some type of poisonous thing, and I give it to Roxy because it's it's during mail time, and like what if it kills her? And I know that's so crazy to think about. It's like similar to like, oh, don't go trick-or-treating because there could be razor blades in your candy, but all it takes is one person. There could be some sicko out there. So I don't know if anybody sends like any unsealed food, we're not going to eat that, of course. And I think if anyone sends any unsealed treats for Roxy, I really don't think I should give it to her. It's a little scary, and somebody could craft a letter as though they're an innocent like fan of the channel, or a kid that says, hey, I really love your stuff, and here's this, and here's some treats for Roxy, I think she'll enjoy them, and then I give them to her and it kills her or something. I can't risk that. So I think that's gonna be the end of that. As morbid as that is, I just thought that might be something worth talking about, since we are talking about food. And I didn't really think about it, because I assume the best in people, but you just never know. Yeah, Donald, we've talked about that in some streams. Asked people to send foods from around the world to try that in Snackitect. I think that'd be really fantastic to do. Especially Japan. I know Addison Versus, Papa Bear there, is going to be sending us, he said he's sending us some snacks from Japan, I think Japan has the coolest snacks. So I'm really looking forward to doing that on Snackitect. At one time, people thought it was crazy that someone would send arsenic in envelopes, but that happened. Yeah, people, again, it's like the 0.01% of people, but you never know. Like, I don't know. I'm just not going to risk it. So if anyone does send treats or rocks, hopefully it's sealed. If it's not, I'm probably just going to throw them away. And I know that sounds like really ungrateful, but I just want to be safe. And I think that's probably enough talking about that. Of course, Roxy's probably pretty disappointed with my decision, because she sure enjoys those treats. We still have a couple of those ones left. I'm assuming they're safe. It's been a couple of days. She's still alive, so I'll give her the rest of those ones. Lego Lady, of course, sent us a entire pack of treats for Roxy, which she enjoyed all those until they were gone. It's always funny. I can sometimes I can't tell for sure when we get treats in the mail, but that time that Lego Lady sent us the treats, Roxy, like, even as soon as I put the stuff in the car, she was like almost diving up into the front seat to try to sniff that stuff. I just thought she was being curious about it, but then I realized that there was treats in there. And the same thing happened the other week that we got stuff, and I always tend to open it on the second day, so she's always like rooting through the packages and whatnot. So that's when I kind of know that something's going on. Yeah, she probably is pretty angry right now because I'm refusing to give her stuff that people send her. But we got to be safe. I love Duplo. Yeah, I enjoyed playing with Duplo with Clark, man, but as soon as he started playing with the stuff that I do, he lost complete interest in it. He has no interest in playing with the little kid stuff. He wants to play with the Joker Mobile. He wants to play Ninjago City, which I can't blame him for that. I like your fan mail videos because it's probably going to make. I like your fan mail videos because it's probably going to make it in a video. I don't know what that means. I Built a Brick says, I also forgot on my stream to say I bought a $5 storage box from Walmart you had found. Thanks for the tip on that. Yeah, those things are fantastic. They are just great for sorting your Lego pieces, especially if you don't have a huge collection and if you don't want to dig deep. I will show you what I did with that black and yellow one. I put all my Technic stuff in there, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. But I need to do an Operation Sort update, which I think I'll do this week as well. Again, I have more videos than I have days, so I'm trying to find a way to organize all this stuff to do it in a timely manner. Like I have like a backlog of ideas. Oh, Variety, thank you for that compliment. I really appreciate that. I wish my dad had been involved in my activities as much as I'm involved in Clark's. I think everyone probably wishes that, but, you know, I enjoy our time together. Lego Freak says, if I ever get a P.O. box and I get food, even if it's sealed, I won't eat it. Just being careful. I think sealed food you're probably fine with. As long as it's not punctured in any way, you're okay. I don't think... one thing I would draw a line at is like if someone made you like brownies or cookies or something like that and sent them, I would never do that. But if it's like a sealed bag of chips or if it's like a candy bar that's been sealed, like sort of what I'm planning for snack time, I think we're going to be okay there. How do I store all my footage? I bet you have so much. Here's what I do. I record a ton of footage. I put it into iMovie. I edit it down into a video. And then I export that video, which becomes an MP4 file or whatever on my computer. I upload it. I delete all of the raw footage. So I don't keep any of the, like, say we record for 20 minutes and it turns into a 6-minute video. I don't keep any of the extra. I keep that one video. I save it on my computer for a while, and then every month or two I do backups to 2 separate hard drives. So just in case, like, and then I guess I should say I delete that from my computer because I only have a 500 gigabyte hard drive, and right now we have terabytes and terabytes of videos. So I have 2 hard drives in my room here that have all of our videos on it for Greg's World and Brickitect and any other stuff that I want from my computer. That way, if one hard drive fails, I have a backup. The only thing that could really sabotage me is if we had a fire, at which point I would lose everything. So one thing that I was thinking about doing is having one of my hard drives in a different location. That way I don't lose it, because our entire life is on these hard drives. Like, it's the most important thing to me in this house. If I could like grab anything other than Roxy, Mrs. Brickitect, or Clark, I would grab those hard drives. They're the most important. It's more valuable than money to me. Even though I have all my stuff on YouTube, I could always watch all the videos. So I guess that's one very, one big fallback, is I could always have them there and download the videos again if I needed to. Do I think you might regret not keeping it all just for Clark to look at later? No, I don't think so, because we have so many videos that all I'm deleting is the raw footage. I'm deleting like the setups and like the, just the things that you wouldn't want to keep anyway. The actual videos are what's worth keeping. And the thing is, we have so much footage that it's unlikely that he's ever even going to be able to watch it all. Like me as a kid, I don't really have any videos of me as a kid, but I have photos. And of course you can flip through the photos, but is Clark going to watch at this point we have 1,700 plus videos online. Is he ever going to watch 1,700 videos that are 10 minutes long? And like, is he ever going to want to watch the raw footage of that? I doubt it. So I don't know what my next backlog set's going to be to build. I have a haul. I have multiple hauls on the way. I actually got one thing that I'm going to be sharing with you this week that I want to do. It's actually a haul video and a build, and then I'm combining that with another set we've done. So I have that. I've got another haul that I've done. I've got an eBay thing that's coming. I have to do my video on Operation Sort, update on that. I need to do my 20 sets from 2018 that I want to get, or however many there are. So this week is pretty much booked. I have Monday through Thursday that I need to cover, and then Friday is going to be mail time again, assuming that there is mail. So I have to fit a lot of stuff into just a few days, honestly. But that's a good thing. When you're making videos every day, my biggest fear is running out of things to do or talk about or whatever, and I don't see that happening anytime soon. Yeah, fireproof safe might be worth it. I did read, though, that some of those fireproof safes aren't actually fireproof, but I feel like it might be a good... It might help. It's the smoke and the water damage that I think that really causes a lot of problems. What I'd like to do is maybe give one of the hard drives to my in-laws. That way I really hedge my bets. That way if our house burnt down, or if their house burnt down, I'd at least have... that in another location, or a safe deposit box at a bank might work, but I think that's a little excessive for something like that. How do I start a Lego channel? How or what do I start my Lego channel? This comes up a little bit. Just take your phone out, record a video, and then I'm assuming you know how to do that. If you have a cell phone, you probably know how to do a video. And then just go to the YouTube app and upload it there. Give it a title and throw it out there. Make a video about who you are, what you plan to do, and what your goals are. That's the best place to start. Show your collection. Say, this is my collection. I have one Lego set right now. I plan to collect a lot more sets, and I'm going to share my experience with you. And we're going to have a great time here. Have you looked into using Google Drive? I've looked into online storage, but the thing is, every day I do a video that's probably about 2 gigabytes times 365 days this year. So I mean, I need so much storage space. It's not even funny, but that would probably work as well. Why haven't I done a channel for Clark? I have. It's called Greg's World. Clark has a playlist with like probably 200 videos in it. And now silence. So if we have 51 people watching, I need some ideas here. I'm out of things to talk about. I'll probably end up wrapping this up, I guess. We've been going for just over an hour. I've pretty much talked about everything that I can think of. I've just been feeding off of you guys for a while. It seems like things are kind of dying down a little bit, so maybe we'll just wrap it up here. We still have people here, but I think that's going to be it for tonight. I want to thank you guys for showing up here. I do appreciate it for these late night radio shows. They're a lot of fun. Probably my favorite part of my favorite streaming is through these late night ones, just because we get to chat, and it's, as much as I like building, this is just really, relaxing for me, just like it is for you guys, and I really look forward to it. So hopefully you guys can attend some more of these in the future. Of course, tomorrow we're going to be coming back on regular Brickitect with a normal video, and we'll probably be doing some streaming here of something or another on BrickitectLIVE, and we'll probably do a late night radio show. Who are we kidding? So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys very soon.